I'm going to let you in on a highly held secret. How would you like to know the best time of the year to buy a new or used piece of equipment for your med spa? Whether it's a laser, other equipment, doesn't matter. June happens to be the end of Q2, and whether you know it or not, I've been in this industry for over 20 years, and the end of Q2, you will get your very best deals possible. I'm Kelly Smith, and for those of you who are new here, I'm the CEO and founder of Projected Growth Consulting. I've authored over 5 books, and I speak across the country for laser companies, as well as trade shows and educational opportunities about med spas, functional medicine, elective medical practices, and aesthetics. Thanks for joining me today. I'm excited to share with you that you are in the driver's seat. Finally, right? It's always confusing and scary to buy equipment, but it doesn't have to be. If you have knowledge and the right information, you can make a fabulous deal if truly you need more equipment. So let me talk about how to negotiate the best deal, and then let me dispel a few myths about why you might be thinking you need to buy equipment when you really might not need to buy equipment. So let's start out with timing. Timing is everything, right? We've heard that since the beginning of time. Well, the end of Q2 is a very desperate time for laser companies to close business, and they will drop their prices substantially. For those of you who are not aware, many times you can offer half the asking price and still get a piece of equipment, especially if you're buying more than one piece of equipment. Secondarily, we're going to do a whole different video on previously owned, used equipment, and buying equipment from doctors who just really didn't have the right staff or marketing to utilize equipment that's good equipment. Many of you have probably watched my videos before, and I'll say, oh, there's 5 things to ask before you should buy a laser. And those things are, okay, let's look at the disposable costs, let's look at the purchase price, let's see what the market demand is, ask your staff and clients whether they like the service, ask other doctors who maybe don't compete directly against you, whether they like the equipment. But usually you're getting those names and the people's references from the equipment vendor or laser rep themselves. So let's just not follow any of those leads. Number 1, there is only one question and one question only that you need to ask another physician or fellow colleague who's not in your market about a piece of equipment. Would you buy it again? Are the results consistent? Or do you own already more than one of those pieces of equipment? That's really all you need to know. Now, if you wanted extra credit, I might ask them, gee, do you know if there's a newer version of it coming out that no one else knows about yet? That's a good thing to know as well. Maybe you're right around the corner from an updated, even better RF microneedling device, for example. So when you go to negotiate, this is a hard time with the market. Interest rates are high. The laser companies are desperate to sell, and you are at the very best time of the year to capitalize on that opportunity. If you would like to be part of our MEDSPA Growth Accelerator, click below and do a success call with our coaches, because we have clients all over the country and some international clients who can share with you their experience with different equipment, vendors, and cost of goods. So if you need a community, we have that for you. But let's talk about this. It is June. You are ready maybe to get some equipment. Negotiate, and negotiate hard. You can get substantial savings, and like I said before, they can throw in things like disposables, different warranties, extended warranties, extra training, extra marketing budgets. There's all different ways to negotiate these deals. So if you want to learn more about that, feel free to book a success call, and we're happy to share more details with you. But now's the time, and it is an opportunity that will go quickly. And spoiler alert, don't believe everything your sales rep tells you. Double check it with some few experts around the industry. I would be one of them. We all know that it's exciting to sell a device, and sometimes we might say a few things that might not be quite that accurate. So do your research, make sure you really need new equipment. Look at things like, how many leads do I have coming in, and am I converting those at a good ratio? Am I converting 40 or 50% of my leads into a consultation? Am I closing consultations at 70% or better? Does my sales staff know how to do combination treatment plans? Do I have a good membership? Or getting right to the beginning of the whole tree of revenue. Is my receptionist trained to take calls and convert leads? Does she know what to say when people ask our prices per unit or what services we offer or our memberships? I hate to tell you this, but so many times the need for sales training process and sales consultation structure is the problem, not needing a new website, a new device, a new location, or these kinds of things that we use to sometimes fix a problem that we think is a revenue problem due to needing another piece of equipment. So do your research, make sure that you do need another piece of equipment, and then follow my advice. Would that doctor buy that piece of equipment again? Do they own more than one? Do they know of a new device coming out? That will also get you a much lower price. Are you negotiating to save somewhere at least 40% or more during this month with these interest rates? Is this a good time to get a couple pieces of equipment and maybe sell other equipment? You need to be very careful to know the cost of goods to run your pieces of equipment. They can range so dramatically. One RF microneedling device will cost you $50 per disposable, and you can use it over and over in an autoclave for the same client. Another device can cost you $150 to do the same treatment. Some RF microneedling are comfortable, others are extremely painful. We have ways to work around that, but the important thing to know is whether you're talking about a laser, RF microneedling, maybe you're talking about things like cool sculpting, the disposables are quite high on cool sculpting compared to maybe some other things out there that you might prefer to do for body contouring. There's body contouring devices with disposables that are $0, and there's ones that are $300. These things you really need to know before you make the decision to buy. So if you want more tips and more information like this, please click the link below, check out our other videos, like and subscribe, and book your free success call to learn all about how Projected Growth Consulting can help you save money and drive your profits up.